The Grinch. This is obviously the new Grinch animated film, or How the Grinch Stole Christmas is the remake on the 1966 one. The 2001 or whatever year it was, if you want to talk about the Jim Carrey one. But this obviously stars Benedict Cumberbatch as the voice of the Grinch. Now, this movie, honestly, didn't have high expectations for. It didn't look crazily good. But I actually did enjoy myself. I was surprised. I went in there, I was like, all right, let's do this. And then I actually sat there and had a lot of laughs. I think the biggest thing that I can take away from this movie is the animation style looks phenomenal. I really liked the colors. It just made everything more intriguing, I feel. Like, the way it looked, I was like, oh, this actually looked really, really dope. And that was something that I, necessarily wasn't expecting to dislike or like, but I was actually really impressed with the animation style. I think the movie, has some jokes in there that work. Obviously, with every kid's movie, it has some movies that don't. But I feel like with this one, this is a movie that I can understand being made. A lot of people say, why are you making this film? I'm pretty much betting that a lot of kids, under 10, won't necessarily want to watch the 1966 Grinch movie. It's, like 26 minutes long, and they probably still won't even want to watch it. And nothing against that movie, because that movie's a classic, that movie's really good, but it's, it's not up to date. I feel like this movie just updates everything that movie did. Obviously, they turned it into a feature-length film, brighter colours, better animation, more newer songs that the kids could probably relate to a bit more. And, I think that's why it was made. And I can definitely understand what they did. And I can, I understand it, regardless of how good the movie is, which I actually did enjoy. But even if you didn't enjoy it, I think you got to see why it is there. But I do think this is kind of a generic kids film. I don't think this is crazily, something like Incredibles or, Coco or anything that's coming out like that. That is just a really good animation film. I think this is just kind of a generic kids film that could kind of be forgettable if you're not a kid. I would have loved to see some more badness out of the Grinch. I feel like watching the original and even, Jim Carrey's one, I think this is probably the most mild Grinch out of the three. I don't think he was very bad. Like, you kind of see it, but he's kind of cruising around town and he's like chilling. He's like, yeah, what's up, guys? It's kind of just I wouldn't even say an arsehole. Like, he's just kind of salty. I don't like. He's not a bad guy, and I feel like they could have made him more of a bad guy, and then it would have made everything a bit better at the end. Really come together. Even though you've seen it before, you know what's going to happen. I think it still would have made that last scene better. And if I'm going to bring up as everyone does in the reviews of remakes and shit. Not the biggest fan of Jim Carrey's Grinch. I liked his performance, but the rest of the movie, I remember really liking it as a kid, and then when I watch it now, I'm like, this wasn't very good, which tells me one thing. If you can make a Grinch movie, kids will like it, and even if it sucks, kids will like it, and that's what you got to do, because kids rarely don't like a movie, no matter how bad it is. If you put on and make a kids-specific movie, like something like Emoji Movie, kids probably still like that shit, because it's so bad, they don't care. I loved that Grinch movie when I was a kid. Now I feel like I only like it because of nostalgic reasons, but I don't think it's a good film. I feel like this movie does that. It makes it good enough. It was enjoyable, but it makes it good enough for everyone to enjoy. I think you'll have some a fun time in the movies watching this film around Christmas. I can also understand if you don't like it and you found it forgettable, whatever. There's a lot of sides of the movie that I can definitely see, and I'm going to give Grinch a C+. Thank you guys for watching my review of The Grinch. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, as well as subscribe if you haven't seen before. Comment below what you thought of the movie itself. And just anything Christmassy, I don't mind. Let's talk Christmas. I've heard, oh my god, that was bad, but I hope everyone has a good Christmas, has a very Merry Christmas, and enjoys the time off with their family, whatever they're doing. Have a great time. But of course, guys, have a good one.